I'm adding them to the blockchain. I want my fireworks to be owned by me.
You're not doing that.
Gotta
You are
pay.
not, you're not putting them on the blockchain.
I almost got through that with a straight fucking face.
No.
Hello and welcome to the Answers of Lemon, the smartest icebreakers from the dumbest dudes. Are you in a house in the South with 70 of your partners, family, and partners? Well, make them laugh and get to know you better with some weird questions from none other than your god of odd, Connor.
Here to help you enjoy summer the way that it was meant to be enjoyed, however best works for you, with interesting conversation. In addition, as well as whatever you like in the summer. I don't know, pineapples.
Did you just totally disregard the 70 members of your partner's family in one house?
I cannot relate to this scenario that you have put out. I was hoping that you would dive into that a little bit more because, boy, that's for you, I think, to talk about.
That's everybody's reaction when I mention that I, your humble host, Evan, went to North Carolina with my partner, Leah, and hung out in a house with 70 people.
Yeah, that sounds like a time. It does sound, and I'm glad for you and her family, and better you than me. I'll put it that way. Unless
Connor,
that's how you wanted your summer in the first place.
Your stress is palpable, and we're supposed to be helping people not feel stressed in these types of situations with these questions. I think you're giving the wrong kind of implication that we're giving a faulty product.
Hey, listen, man, I wanted to talk about pineapples. Okay? You're the one who's forcing the conversation about the summer experience that you had.
I'm the one who had to spend a week with 70 people at a mansion.
All right. Well, you talk about your summer mansion party, and I'll talk about pineapples. Wow, they're spiny, huh?
How do you tell a ripe one?
The flavor?
You pick out the center leaf. If it comes out easily enough, it's ripe.
Oh, all right then. Well, that's good to know.
There's a little fun fact for you next time you're picking pineapples. You don't got to slap them. See, I can do both. I'm a multi-talented individual.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. All right. I'm going to approach your scenario in as relaxed and as a copacetic way as I can possibly pull off. Tell me, Evan. Tell me about spending so much time with so many people.
Oh, dude. We get there. We drove 14 hours. We stopped off to see friends in Virginia on the way, but it took 14 hours from us to get to Massachusetts to North Carolina. We arrive at 11 o'clock, and my understanding getting there is that Leah and I are tired, and we're going to go to bed and do the things the next day.
Yeah, that's a big long road trip.
Her family had driven similar amounts of time at 2 a.m. the night before, and we're still awake and just drinking heavily. So I get in there and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, kind of brushing off people that I'm just meeting. And then Lee's like, Evan, you need to come take a shot.
Okay. All right. And I'm going to be cool and summertime, chill and relaxed. So I'm not worried at all about any medical experiences that might have popped up. People drinking heavily on not enough sleep. So that sounds really chill and cool, I guess.
It was not chill. It was just chaos turned into a building. We walked in there and there was a 4x6 entry desk, and they were just lined up like at a bottle redemption center of White Claw cans.
Whoa. They're skinny too. You could really stack those side to side.
So Leah's family fucking parties, my dude.
I guess so. Boy, no laws in a house like that.
No, it was great. It was a great time.
How did you hold up? You don't party that hard.
Yeah, but I can hang.
Okay. Good to hear. Nice.
Yeah. I would say like yes to the first couple of drinks and then be like, nah, I'm good. And then be like, what is this creature that is presented in front of me? I cannot fathom someone saying no. And then they were cool.
Okay. All right. Confused is probably the best reaction from somebody who's offering you a drink that you refuse. That makes sense. I dig it. Sounds like a cool time.
Yeah, no, it was good. I sat out in the North Carolinian sun for 20 minutes, and I walked inside with a sunburn. So,
that's. Oh, you said you could hang, man, and yet the sun.
I can hang with sun. People, not with solar events. not this pasty white northerner skin in the southern sun. No siree. That is just cooked. That is just cooked carcass right there for me.
Oh. Well, it sounds like, I don't know, have I ever told you about Cuervo Nation?
Like Jose Cuervo? Like the tequila?
Correct. Yeah.
No, you have not. You don't tell me many things. You're very cryptic. Enigmatic.
Yeah, I'm a vault of interesting information that I just dole out little tiny dollops at a time. Jose Cuervo, I think in late 90s, early 2000s, really took a big swing at the advertising world and bought an island, I think in the Caribbean.
That's cool.
And by way of viral marketing, started going through the process of being internationally recognized as a country.
Okay.
Which was called, of course, Cuervo Nation.
Yep. And you said this was the 90s?
I think so. Yeah, that sounds like the 90s.
It sounds like the 90s.
It does.
Cool.
And it sounds like the muckety mucks, like very special people would get invited to go party at Cuervo Nation, and as you can imagine, there was endless drinking, and no bar was closed. Everything was open.
Okay.
Now, it sounds like you took a little trip to Cuervo Nation. Cuervo Nation doesn't exist anymore. Cuervo Nation did shut down. It wasn't doing for Cuervo what they thought it would.
Cuervo Nation lives right here, baby.
It sounds like Cuervo Nation lives on in your partner's family.
Yeah. Yeah. I was definitely the lamest person there. Like I was talking to her, to one of her nephews, and this little like 10-year-old is cooler than I am. He's like, yeah, check out my Lugia that's worth $200. I'm like, I have a Machamp worth 10.
Man, getting dunked on left and right.
But they did say I was good at pool, so I'll take that.
Hey, there you go. Well, that counts for a lot.
Yeah, and it was really frustrating because I'm like, man, I'm doing real shit today. But you know the pool existence that we share.
Oh yeah.
That
I get twitchy.
The four of us are above average pool players, and I forget that because it's me and my idiot friends. So I'm like, we got to be shit, right?
Yeah, us two and our two high school buddies. I guess I would rate us above average. I don't know. I think I'd probably rate myself as... I think I'd flatter myself to think of as an average pool player. You were above average, for sure.
Well, thank you. I don't feel it. I sure didn't play it. My partner was carrying the team.
And yet, still made an impression. Good for you.
But speaking of good impressions, we get our wonderful answers from our wonderful two listeners out in the wild with Weird Question Wednesday questions, and we want to share a couple of our favorites with you guys because we love when you tell us your answers. So if you ever see us on any of the social medias at
Lemon Answers. No, the answer's a lemon. Lemonanswers at Gmail is our email. The answer's a lemon on social media.
You doing okay there, bud?
Yeah, well, my attention got swapped over to the great answer that I had found on Reddit that I would love to share with you.
What a good save. I was about to bust your balls.
I was just, I was just basking in this beautiful answer. I asked Reddit if they were going to start a roadside attraction, what would it be? And Woofsky73 said, world's most active cabbage. Yeah, let that one sink in.
I think I saw that on the Last Airbender.
That would be the world's most tarnished cabbage, but close.
Okay. Active?
The world's most active cabbage, yeah.
Okay, did you get any more information out of this human being?
I did. I asked if they had a scheme to activate the cabbage.
Okay.
And they said, I was thinking fishing twine and a bored teenager.
Okay, I see. I was thinking it was more of not like a physically active cabbage, but a worldly cabbage. One that's got a passport full. They've been to Taiwan, they've been to Mexico, they've been to France. Like every week it's like, what's their hobby this week? They've got like a little headband and a tennis racket next to them. This other one, they've got just like a really obscure Jack's collection. They're just a really interesting cabbage.
Yeah. Like how do they do it? Where do they find the time? Type of cabbage.
Yeah, it's like they've got a wife and three cabbage children, and she's still making time to do all these things. Like, what a great wife.
Where does the money come from? Yeah,
she holds down a job.
I say don't despair, because that could totally be included in the roadside attraction, is that there's just like walls and walls of pictures of this cabbage doing amazing things like water skiing, skydiving, which
shaking
for a
hands
cabbage,
with the president.
Yeah, there you go.
Stepping in for the front man of Coldplay for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love this cabbage. I want her autograph.
Well, you got to take to the roads.
All right. I'll be driving across country just to see this cabbage. Let's do it. So I had a lovely response from one Kayla Rogers on TikTok when I asked the question, what's your Iditarod team? Oh, by the way, the Iditarod teams are like 12 to 20 dogs. We only want 5. Like, let's be reasonable here. And their answer just tickled my little Catholic boy heart with Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, and Judas.
What an odd couple.
Just it's
how
like,
do they get
yes,
along?
all the evangelists and the guy who sold out our Lord and Savior.
They all played a role, they all get remembered. And in some ways, being infamous may be better than being forgotten.
Yeah, that's what they say. I mean, Lord knows, if we hearken to our previous summer kickoff episode, our 4th of July spectacular, I was infamous for punching Abraham Lincoln right in the jaw.
Right. Yeah. Hey, and there you are. Historized. Historied.
The other answer that was really good was the members of One Direction, so I got to make a pun.
Ooh,
so I felt
me.
like the 30. Well, it's like, be careful you don't miss any turns because they can only go in one direction. And then I put on the little Japanese emoji where the guy's putting on the sunglasses. Those things that Leah sent us. I was like, yeah, I'm a 33-year-old man. Give me them jokes.
Nailed it.
But yeah, if you want to see our weird questions in the wild every single Wednesday and give your answers, you could see us on social media, your favorite social media at...
I'm ready this time. It's The Answer's 11.
The answer is 11. All right, let's get into it, bud. How the heck have you been?
Summer, I got to tell you, summer, not my favorite time of year, but lately, I have really been enjoying watching the garden that I inherited when we bought this house, like just blooming over and over again.
Okay, is it a garden for eating or just a prettified garden?
It all depends on how hungry you are.
All right, yeah, fair fucking play.
Most people.
Is it mums? Is it mums or is it fucking broccoli?
I'll tell you, calla lilies is probably the most impressive
Okay.
feature.
Cool.
But there's this one like big old like agave looking kind of thing almost, but more leafy, less cactusy, and it
Make your
sends
own
out these
tequila.
shoots. Yeah. Oh, if only I could start my own Cuervo Nation right in my
Connor's Cuervo
backyard.
Nation. Shit, you beat me to it.
But it sends out these like altogether they've got to be 8 feet tall shoots that have
Mhm.
just these huge bundles of flowers on them. And that's just aside from the 2 rounds of calla lilies that have just been coming to life. I haven't watered this once. Do you have
Is
any
it?
idea how well thought out a garden needs to be to survive in Oregon summer, where everybody assumes it's going to be raining anyway, but it hasn't rained for like a month and a half?
That's just some hardy foliage.
Yeah, which I love because I don't know. Here's another little dollop, little fun fact. I don't know if I've ever told you about stun, which is an actual agricultural and gardening practice. It's an
Hang on.
acronym.
Hang on. Set the undernet. You just have gnomes take care of the watering. They water the roots directly. It's a lot more delicious for the plants, and it's a lot more healthier for them too.
You got me. That's right. Well
I'm
done.
so
You
smart.
guessed
I'm
it.
so fucking good.
But there's another stun,
Oh
uh,
shit.
the ST of which I do not remember, but I do remember the UN, which is utter neglect.
Is that just what? No, I'm sorry. That's too mean of a joke. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. All right. I assume that was going to be a crack about my marriage. Is that where you were going with that?
No. Parental.
Ah, okay. There you go. There you go.
No. Your wife loves you for some reason.
True enough. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Uh, let's see. So like the practice is you just don't touch any of the plants, and if they survive, then they deserve to live. And now you've got a hardier garden, and your plants are going to be stronger for it. Oh, the S and the T are sheer and total. Sheer, total, and utter neglect.
Hey, what should I do, man? My garden keeps dying. Fuck them.
Yeah, dude. Tell me about it. Nice. Good job.
Yeah, I mean these little shits survived. I guess like I'm gonna leave them in my garden.
Yeah,
I
I don't
mean,
know, man. Are you am I watering them too much? I mean, if you're watering them, then yeah, you are watering them too much.
it's the I know there was a book written that posited like to have a house full of dishwasher safe dishes was to wash all your dishes in the dishwasher, because those that don't make it, you're not going to use them no more because they're trash.
They're gone. They're gone. That's right. That's right. You put them all through the ringer and whatever makes it out. Like that's how all of nature works. So why not your backyard?
It also feels very Catholic to me for some reason. I think it's just the pain and torment.
But what you're forgetting, truly the Catholic way would be to shape them in a particular like you
Oh,
aren't going to give them the sustenance, but you are going to demand that like if you're going to turn the pumpkins into like a certain shape, like
yep.
there's got to be a little bit more manipulation, I think.
Oh, I thought we were going to have to throw money at the garden too.
No, yeah, there's that. There's that.
That's where
Oh,
I'm at today.
Catholicism.
Yep. Hey, I found the church that I'm gonna try out. So, hooray!
Hooray.
Yeah. So, I'm glad that you're enjoying summer for once. May I recommend investing in a hammock?
I did, I should take that recommendation because I did greatly enjoy having a hammock all throughout my childhood.
Hammocks are sweet, dude. I just invested in a hammock and we put it up, and I slept in the hammock instead of working the other day. So like everything's coming up, Evan.
How's your skin doing? You don't look like you're blistered to tomato status.
Oh no, dog. The we keep the hammock under the our upstairs neighbor's deck, so I don't burn to
Ah,
shit.
nice.
Because
Good thinking.
we know that we're very pale people.
Yep, yep. And I mean, the whole point of a hammock is relaxing. Who's got the time to put on the sunscreen first?
Dude, if you're listening to my sister, who should be on this episode but is not, Oh wait, no, she might be. I might be putting her in post.
Oh,
So
you've never done that before.
no, it's always time to try something new.
Oh, let's
I like
let's leave some space. Let's leave some space for her right now. What did you want to say, Aaron? You can't
Wow,
say
that
that on
was
the
a
radio.
long tirade about the importance of sunblock even in the winter, because she super cares about that. But yeah, no, hammocks are great, and I'm sure you're in the West Coast. I'm sure you could find one at the Goodwill for cheap.
I'm sure it's got to be out there.
I'd recommend other options, but I also support your not supporting Amazon. So
Yeah. Well, and on the topic of hammocks, I do want to know how you've been doing, and it sounds like pretty good living
it's been
hammock
in
life.
hammocks, baby. I've been
Hammocks
going.
and Cuervo Nation.
Hey, Leah, if you need me, I'm going to be on the back deck in the hammock. And now Leah's like, why are all these bugs in the house? I'm like, because I keep going outside. Because I keep hanging out in the hammock. I'll either nap in the hammock or I'll bring out my Game Boy and I'll play video games in the hammock like an adult, like a real adult who still gets to go outside and do his indoor fun.
Like a grown up.
Hey, you spend all your time inside. Go play outside. I fucking did, Mom. I was just doing the same shit as before.
Playing in my mind.
Yeah, but no, hammocks are awesome. I'm a big fan of hammocks. Oh, the other fun story that I want to tell. It's very comedic to me.
Oh,
So I have a lovely new it's not new, but it's new to me, Telecaster style guitar. You've seen it. It is this one right here. Its name is Madeira because it is stained to look like red wine. It is gorgeous and I love it and it plays beautifully. But the trouble with it is the way that the way the strings are strung. When I do alternate tunings, the G string pops out. So I've had to play on a capo for quite a while now, and I'm like, what do I do? Like, Chris, help me out. And he's like, dude, this is a $5 fix. Go buy a string tree and call it a day. So I bought a string tree. I drilled the hole. I put in the string tree. The string tree is just a little piece of metal that just holds down the strings.
Time out. What did you drill a hole in?
The headstock, so I can screw in the string tree.
That sounds very nerve-wracking.
Nah, dog. I watched a 90-second YouTube video from a 45-year-old man, and it was awesome. There was no bullshit. There was no interlude. There was no smash the subscribe button. It was fucking, hey, we're going to show you how to put on a string tree today. And within the 90 seconds, he explained why string trees matter, how to put it in, any problems you get, where to place it. It was awesome. It was fucking 2005 YouTube.
I do love how terrible people are at self-promotion when it comes to simple, straightforward, here's how you do these walkthroughs on YouTube. It's fantastic. It feels so generous and so giving without any selfishness.
Just the densest information cracker that I got to eat with my eyes.
Okay. Well, that is a metaphor and a half. I fully support it, and I now see how you got all the confidence that you needed to drill a hole in your guitar.
Yeah. So I finally got it set up. The string tree is holding down the strings so they don't pop out of the nut like it has been, and then I start to play, and the G string snaps.
Ain't that the way?
Right? Fucking, I've been playing with a capo on the second fret for I don't know, fucking 4 months now, and it's just like, oh yeah, finally get to do it. And because I've had trouble with the G string on this guitar, I don't have spare G strings in the already open package, so I'm like, well, gotta go back to Chris. But that's my funny little story. The woes of life.
Nothing's ever easy. It just when you think you've got it all figured out.
Yeah, but it's funny in retrospect.
It
God,
is.
if I couldn't laugh at my life, I'd be dead. But what I want to laugh at is our answers to our summer-themed 4th of July fucking questions. We got 4 of them for you guys. Connor's going to roll some dice, and we're going to talk about them starting now.
During this interlude, I do want to say the state of the country, rough, and there are a lot of people out there who are getting hurt by it a lot more than we are. But we're not going to, I think, just actively not dwell on everything that's going on, even though it all sucks.
Yeah, this is comedy fun. Try to just distract you for a bit. Just know that when we're not doing this shit, we're doing our best to support.
And we're going to start with our third question.
Connor, how are you improving fireworks? Fireworks are fucking old. They were made in China way too fucking long ago. They didn't get it right. What are you doing to improve them?
Yeah, we need better fireworks. That should go without saying. And
personally, I'm adding them to the blockchain. I want my fireworks to be owned by me.
You're not doing that.
Gotta pay.
You're not putting them on the blockchain.
I almost got through that with a straight fucking face.
No, I will not hear it. You cannot. Of all the ways that you could improve fireworks.
Oh, you're right. I need to integrate AI into my fireworks. No, sorry, have my fireworks be controlled by my fucking smartphone. These are not improvements, companies.
These are not improvements, companies.
They're shit. Fuck you. How are you actually improving fireworks?
Okay, so I do want to be a nice guy and say I want to make the fireworks sounds opt-in or out so that my dogs aren't scared every 4th of July. But I'm not that nice. And what I really want to do with fireworks is make it a lot easier to turn them into faces when they blow up. I want to put a firework in the sky that looks like me winking. I want to put a firework in the sky that looks like Abraham Lincoln signing the Emancipation Proclamation. I want to put fireworks in the sky that look like pineapples because pineapples are summer and I'm sticking with it for some reason.
I love pineapples, man. Those fruits are delicious. I fully support this pineapple promotion.
Right. So I want to have I just want like a square that I can draw on and like then roll it up into a tube, drop that into the firework, and then light it, and then see that in the sky.
So less facial fireworks, more customization. Am I hearing? Like
faces are going to be pretty heavy because trust me, that pineapple is going to be wearing sunglasses.
And I'm sure winking too, and it's holding a little pina colada in another pineapple as the cup, and you're like, is that like pineapple cool, or has it seen some shit?
That's the question. You know, it's that kind of a compelling firework narrative that is so difficult to create with our current firework technology.
The thinking man's pineapple.
Yeah, you can recreate entire historical events with fireworks and make everything pineapples.
Oh my god. And then instead of having to listen to teachers in school, it's just like, hey, let's have a nighttime class and then just watch a blow-by-blow fall of Troy in firework pineapple fashion.
I'm sorry, Mocha. I'm sorry, Rimmer. You are going to need to hear all of these explosions, and they are going to make you sad. But they're going to be so cool.
Yeah, I like it. So my deal with fireworks is that fireworks, especially in like the bigger cities, they have more bombast to them, that they go off to sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, like when the song plays, like the beats are, you know, the fireworks are supposed to go off. I don't want the fireworks to go off to the sounds.
Uh-huh.
I want the fireworks to go off to make the sounds.
You want musical fireworks.
I want musical fireworks, baby. I want to go to Phantom Fireworks in New Hampshire and be like, what's up? Give me the Carly Rae Jepsen Run Away With Me fireworks set. Oh. You light that first sucker, and as the sky is filled with the beautiful fragments of flame, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Fucking beat that. Beat it. You can't. This isn't a
sounds
game, but I
awesome.
fucking won it.
That's intense. Man, what song would I want in Fireworks? Oh, so many good options. I mean, I want to go classic rock. I feel like, a
Honest,
good Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap.
my when you said what do you want, my immediate response was Connor wants Another One Bites the Dust by Queen in firework
Oh,
form.
yes. Can you imagine Bohemian Rhapsody in Fireworks?
As it builds, hell yeah. I think Alien Ant Farm's cover of Smooth Criminal would also be fucking bitchin'.
Yes. So many good options.
It just
Good answer. Good answer.
thank you. I'm very good at this podcast. But yeah, I just because like I also love the sound of fireworks to begin with, especially when they sizzle, or the little like fucking whistler ones that go off. But it's like let's have even more sounds because we'll still have the explosion sounds, but then we'll also have song with them. It'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and the whistles, they can get kind of harsh. And so it would be nice, it would really mellow them out to have different tones.
I will be turning around and leaving if Katy Perry's fireworks get played at the fireworks show, though.
It's too close.
It's on the nose. Like, let's be clever. Let's be clever.
Yeah.
Let's be clever, Connor, with our next question.
That's going to be number 4.
I've been waiting for this one all however long it's been since we recorded an episode. Which president are you teaming up with for your family's lawn game tournament?
Oh, this is one of our podcast. Every now and then we bring in U.S. presidents, and it does make me want to study U.S. history a little bit more.
Oh, I don't. This is just vibes-based content for me. It's like, what president do I feel is chill in this situation?
I just
or do
wish
I want
that
to choose
I
one of the
knew-
assholes because they're gonna strong arm the game?
I just wish I had more presidents to vibe off of. Like, I have
Just
no
fucking-
idea what Grover Cleveland would be like in lawn games.
With a name like Grover Cleveland, I'm sure he would be under the lawn umbrella.
I'm going with
Like, I
Teddy
don't want-
Roosevelt. I'm going straight competition. I want the man's man out there kicking ass with that mustache.
You're not choosing Jackson, so he will just fucking shoot your family so you win.
I am not choosing Andrew Jackson. As much as I would enjoy that level of competition, I think Teddy Roosevelt is going to bring the same intensity without any of the bloodshed, and I think he'll be able to keep a good attitude throughout it. Like, he'll grind your face into the dirt, but you'll still appreciate it. Like, you'll get to share his victory even though you're the one he beat.
Yeah. I also think that he will like I don't know the man from Adam, but in my brain I feel like he's really good at can jam while holding just the biggest beer.
Yeah, like a Stein. He's not out there with a bottle.
He buys Sapporo just because the cans are super heavy.
Yeah. He wouldn't, and like once it gets halfway empty, I think the whole time he'll have at least 1.5 pounds of beer in the other hand.
I like the idea of just seeing him in like an open button down with an A shirt underneath.
He would rock it.
Yep. Yeah, that's a really good answer. What game do you think he would excel at?
I'm thinking, what is it? It's not lawn darts, although I'm sure you would
Jarts.
love the lethality, but the
Jar-
ladder. The ladder.
Oh,
one.
ladder ball.
Ladder ball. I
Yeah.
can just see him like really getting a good swing going.
like a bolo.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah, that's good.
I think the biggest challenge there would be keeping him on task and making sure he doesn't just trip everybody who's running away. Like when a dog starts chasing you, you've got to be still. Like nobody can run while Teddy Roosevelt is playing or else they're going to get dropped.
I love it. I love it. That's a really strong answer. I'm going with Bill Clinton
Bill Clinton.
because
Okay.
back on the 90s, on the White House lawn, he was playing the sax. So on
Sure.
my lawn, he's playing the games.
Okay. All right.
'Cause
That does bring a very good vibe to the party.
he seems like a guy who knows how to hang.
Yeah, for sure.
And
That's like 80% of his charisma is that he can hang in every situation.
yeah. So I think, because like, it feel to me, as someone who's not very good at many things, people like that just strike me as the people who are rather competent at most things.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think he would bring the little like X factor needed for all of the lawn games. Like, oh,
Yeah, he does. He seems like a good all-arounder.
you want to see me dunk this one?
Yeah.
Jams it.
Every now and then, yeah, he'll just have like an extra special little trick about like, yeah, I picked that one up in Illinois or something.
And then I fucking get to play ska too. Dud.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it goes without saying, but I will say it anyway. Teddy Roosevelt would beat Bill Clinton in nearly every competition. I can't think of anything that Bill Clinton would do better at.
Yeah, but here's the thing. He doesn't need to be better than Teddy Roosevelt. He needs to be better than you.
Ooh.
Because we're gonna pit me up against Teddy Roosevelt because we know it's a sure loss. And then you just gotta fight your way against Mr. Clinton.
Yeah, you got a point there. You do have a point.
You don't need to be faster than the lion. You got to be faster than the slowest zebra.
True enough.
I got the real strategies up in here, Connor.
It'd be a good hang. It would be a good hang. I think
fun
Teddy
time.
Roosevelt and Bill Clinton would get along pretty well.
I know I'm sure he can't, but I don't know why, but I just imagine both of them dunking on each other. Just like fucking Larry Bird shorts and just the tallest white boy hops.
And what do you think? So what's Bill Clinton's specialty when it comes to the lawn games?
Cornhole.
Cornhole. Yeah, like alley-oop, underhanded, behind the back, under the legs. Yeah, Bill Clinton would have a lot of fancy pants kind of throws.
It would be really solid. Like I see him like knowing how to knock off and still kind of like get the points in. And let's see what we got for question number 3.
All right, that is number 2.
Clash of the Grilled Top Titans Con. Burgers or dogs? Burgers or dogs?
Burgers or dogs? Well, I'll tell you. So we're recording after the actual 4th of July, and it just so happened that this year 4th of July fell on a Friday,
Yes.
which is great for getting a long weekend in, but not great for me enjoying meaty burgers and dogs because
So
I
I
do
did not-
give up carnal flesh on Fridays.
Still?
Yeah, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So I had steak tips with my dad
Oh,
for his
bud.
birthday.
Man,
And it was awesome. It was
your
so
dad's
good.
birthday is the 4th of July.
It is, and it was a good time. He had 3 cakes in his fridge because work gave him one, I gave him one, and Uncle Joe gave him one
Nice.
because nobody can frickin' communicate. But I think for this situation, I'm going with hot dogs.
Okay. All right. Tell me about it.
There's something about summertime for me is natural casing hot dog. Give me that KM snap, baby. Like, I can't eat those because Leah doesn't like them. She doesn't like being reminded that she's eating an animal. and the casing snap is not what works for her, and for
Feels
me
too
that's
animal.
what I long for. Like, give me that just I can't describe it. It's just wonderful. I love it. And hot dogs are a summer experience for me. I do eat them all year round, but like, I think of the summer, I think of hot dogs. Like, burgers have kind of elevated into that like gourmet food sense. You know, like every gastropub's got some kind of like fancy burger. Well, what places have fancy dogs? Fucking no one. And then I love a hot dog because you can dress it up however you want. You can do the perfect hot dog with mustard and onion. You can do the very good chili dog. You can do the very good Seattle dog, which really stresses out people when you tell them that you put a cream cheese on a hot dog. It's like, dude, it's cheese on a sandwich. Like, it's
Trust.
people like
Just
it.
trust. Do it.
It's so good. Like, there's a ton of good options. But the other thing is, I go for a plain hot dog. I love the taste of the bologna. I don't go for plain burgers as nearly as much. So I think for my summer cookout, man, hot dogs is where it's at, and burgers can take a very happy, very strong silver medal.
All right, now, all right. I do have to cut in here just to clarify. It is podcast canon that fancy hot dogs do exist. We talked at length about fancy Portland hot dog week.
We did, and that was a Portland hot dog week, as opposed to just going to a regular restaurant and having hot dog varietals on the menu. They ain't there. They got to have a special week to create the desire for it.
I mean, I'd call a Seattle dog fancy. You know, you get into quite a few ingredients there. It's a specialty. You know, especially if you're outside of Seattle. You don't see it all the time, but you do see it from time to time. And it's
That's
fantastic.
fair. I'll give you that. That's fair, but it feels far less to me because we do always have cream cheese and we do always have caramelized onions in our fridge. So it's just like, it's just pulling out the toppings. It's the same thing as ketchup and mustard over here.
I do love a Seattle dog. And to your point about hot dogs being lower tier specialty summer things, it is pretty easy to find utter trash hot dogs that are still pretty good.
Yep.
Not so easy to find like cheap, barely pay for it burgers.
So you going with hot dogs too?
I am not going with hot dogs because I'm a contrarian before anything else.
Okay. You know, I thought we had a beautiful moment here for a second where we're both like, yeah, give me that snap, give me that
Listen,
dog.
I love hot dogs. You know
Hang on,
this.
before we leave hot dogs though, New England style or regular bun?
I go New England for sure.
Okay, we're a
It's not a
regular
huge
bun
difference.
household.
Really?
Yeah. Leah doesn't super care for it. She's like, it's just white bread, and I'm like, I agree. I like the split, but I think New England style is far easier to toast if you're ever grilling your buns, which I highly recommend if you haven't. It gives a whole
elevates
new
the game,
world.
for sure.
All right, give me your burger bias.
So
Fucking alliterative today, baby.
To me, the burger, there's more depth to it. There's more subtle variety. With a hot dog, you kind of just decide between, is it super well done? Like how burnt and blistered do I want my hot dog? But with the burger, you can go like a thicker burger. You can go a thinner burger. You can get into all kinds of doneness levels depending on how you're serving it up. So it's more of a culinary challenge and easier to enjoy, I think. When it comes in so many different varieties. But the summer burger is a distinctive burnt to utter shit. You get those like the cross-hatch black lines on it. And now it's not just a burger. Now it's your summer burger, which is very different. They're stacked like 5 burgers high on a big plate. There's some
my God,
that
I thought
have
you were
the
gonna say
white
on
cheese.
a bun. I'm like, you
Oh,
fucking
no.
monster.
Oh, God.
Is your heart going to collapse in on the weight of itself? Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, not before my jaw collapses from having to open it so wide. No,
Like just
but
Shaggy Rogers.
there's like a pool of burger grease at the bottom of the plate that like you don't, in my tradition, you don't order a burger at the summer barbecue. They're just being made, and there's some that are plain. Some have the yellow cheese, some have the white cheese. It's the same cheese, but they're different colors, and people have their preferences. You get to choose between those three things.
Yeah, I've never seen a summer burger get a hint of tomato or lettuce before. Like if you're lucky you get onion, it's always just mustard or ketchup, maybe some relish if you're like my dad, but I hate relish. Fuck relish. It's too sweet. It's too sweet. It's a little sickly. I don't like it.
I think you need to find a better relish out there. It's not all that pre-ground stuff. I think, if you put some time into it, you chopped up your own pickles. I
I
think
don't
you
like
could make
pickles.
yourself. You what?
I've
What do you mean
told
you
you
don't
this
like
before.
pickles?
I like everything pickled except for a cucumber. I will sooner take the pickled fish banchan at a Korean barbecue than a fucking kosher dill.
Okay. I'm just gonna. Obviously, this is a difficult
Obviously, you
thing for me to
suppressed
learn
it
about
for
you.
the sake of our friendship.
Yeah. And so I'm just gonna leave that to the side and say you can make a relish out of things that aren't pickles.
Dude, corn
All right.
relish is delicious.
I recently had a zucchini relish, which it achieved the exact same effect.
Dude, zucchini is an unfair sleeper vegetable. Like the fact that you can turn zucchini into a bread and then be delicious, like fuck you.
Yeah.
Where do you get off, YouTuber?
Not just a bread, a chocolate bread? Are you kidding me?
There's vegetables in this. Why are you delicious in dessert?
How dare you, zucchini? Stay in your lane. Please don't. You're doing great work.
And to credit, I do love the speaking of like fancy burger house burgers. I still think you're wrong with burger. I do like your candor for summer burger because it is a very distinct iteration. But you can just crush a hot dog more than a burger. Like I'll have a burger or 3 hot dogs. So that's where I stand there.
True. That's true.
Um,
You can
but-
you can go more quantity on the hot dog front.
There's just something about it. Like it's like the same, like nearly same quantity of meat when you think about it too. There's just something about maybe you take bigger bites so you eat faster before you notice. I don't know.
Part of the problem is the topping situation because burgers will handle a lot more topping than hot dogs, which get sloppier way quicker with more topping.
Yes. Yeah, you got to have like a max 2 kind of thing, unless you've got like sturdy, non-generic store brand buns. And who's got the money for that? Not this poolside.
In this economy.
Yeah,
Not for this many people anyway.
Oh, dude, at the 70-person house, the hot dogs were springy. It was fucking rough.
Sounds it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, like at its worst, a hot dog is still a hot dog.
Yeah, I mean, I still had 2 of them. Like, let's be
Yeah,
real.
Come on.
Was I not going to eat? Come on. But no, I like the
drinking going on.
Yeah, I like the burger bar pickles at like the fancy burger places that do like fries with seasoning on them, where the cucumbers are mandolined and they like brine them like right overnight. I love that quick pickle taste where it's mostly vinegar.
Right.
I don't like the Vlasic green. I don't want to. Get out of here.
See now, one thing that I will argue for the cucumber pickle, if you get a good crispy one, you get the same snap out of that as you do with a hot dog. That's like
pickle chip though.
that's a
Pickle chips are tight.
vegetable animal. A what? The fried pickle? Are we talking
Yeah,
fried
man.
pickles?
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Like God's fucking best creation next to I don't even know what.
That's it.
Shit, is
Yeah.
it like noontime in Massachusetts and I'm hungry? Why does our podcast just evolve into either Carly Rae Jepsen, like fucking music talk, or just food?
Because food is so good.
I also like that I put Carly Rae Jepsen aside from music. I have elevated her to a certain degree.
Yeah, on my side of things, I did have it's 9 a.m. At start of recording. And so did not get to breakfast in time. So now I'm thinking brunch.
I got cheddar stuffed sausages in the freezer. That might be my hot dog substitute for lunch.
Nice, nice. Oh, I
But
did want to say when I brought up the meatless side of things, the meatless burgers that we had, the Impossible burgers, very
yep.
good. Big fan. The meatless hot dogs I had, horrible,
Okay.
practically
I've
inedible.
had. I was pescatarian for a little bit, and I had the Impossible meat, and I did taste like there was like a little bit of like acrid, sharp something at the tail end for the pre-crumbled stuff.
Hmm.
The pre-crumbles you get in the bag, pretty trash. The stuff that you get that's in like ground Hamburg styro package, pretty okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but it has like a mushroomy umami kind of add to it that I really enjoy. The texture is usually surprisingly good.
If you want a solid vegetarian burger option, my dude, make smash burgers out of lentils.
Okay.
They're so good. They're so good.
What do you throw in there aside from lentils?
Egg to bind it.
Okay.
Yeah, but then whatever seasonings you want. I tend to do salt, pepper, garlic, onion because that four combination goes on everything that I ever make ever, and you can pull those Walmart shakers out of my cold dead hands. But then I usually hit it with like some paprika, little something
Well,
to it.
some. All right. And now, folks, for your next cookout, you've got a good vegetarian option.
Yeah, but it's still like really meaty and flavorful. It's really good, and it's cheaper than black beans. There you go. I just
There you
saved
go.
you money because we're in the worst stupid times. But right now is the best time because it's question number 4, and it is: we all know about the debates that there is a best place for summer vacation. That has been talked about ad nauseum. The conversation I want to have, Connor, is what's the worst place for summer vacation?
Oh, worst place for summer vacation. I'm gonna go with Mount Rushmore and all other like historical tourist attractions that are just gonna be overfilled with people.
Okay. Why?
Well, I mean, Mount Rushmore. We're not going to talk about the state of the country. We're putting that to the side. Mount Rushmore is what it is. Make of it what you will. But the worst way to enjoy historical monuments, like to go check out the Lincoln Memorial, go take a look at any of a million different historical sites, is to do it surrounded by a bunch of other people in the hot, hot, hot sun. It's gonna smell funny because of all the people and the melange of sunscreens. It's gonna be packed. You're not gonna be able to take your time because you're gonna want to move on.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get cranky. You're not gonna appreciate history. You're probably not happy to be there anymore. Gonna get a sunburn. Time to move on. Go do something else.
That's really solid.
Go to the
That's a
beach.
solid answer. Because like,
Have a good
yeah,
time.
go to the beach, lie down, fall asleep, take your shirt off. It's
What are you
great.
doing learning stuff? It's too hot for that. It's too hot.
You can
Don't
learn
learn
at home.
things.
You can
Yeah.
learn while you're working. Because Lord knows you're not going to work.
Yeah.
Nothing we
Get
do
out of here.
matters.
Go home.
Go have a beer on the beach.
Get in the shade.
I don't care.
You know?
I don't care that the beer's dry. No one ever. Just don't open carry. Put it in a koozie. Put it in a cup.
Relax.
You're fine.
Take it
Water
easy.
bottles are just like a big thing now. Everyone's got one. They don't need to know that yours has a fucking got Hawaiian Punch sangria stuck in my head from our non-podcast conversation earlier.
Yeah, that does sound good. But yeah,
Dude,
that's even
oh my
sniff
God,
proof.
dude,
Cop
can we
comes
make-
over, it's just gonna smell like Hawaiian Punch.
Can we make hard Hawaiian Punch
Absolutely, you can. All you need
For-
is yeast. That's
for
it.
the fucking 90s kids that are now adults and want to get lit?
Just get some weapons grade yeast that will be stronger than the preservatives that they put inside of it, and an airlock, and you just gotta wait. It's set to go.
Wait, if there's enough sugar in it already.
Yeah, and you know what? If it starts to get a little bit dry, add some more sugar.
There you go.
Add some more sugar. You know what that sugar is? That's tomorrow's booze.
Man, it still frustrates me that some of the best wine I've ever had was the shit that we made in Joey's basement based off of that meme recipe I found online.
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. Liquid
Speaking of
gold.
stupid, I prefer sugar-free Hawaiian punch to regular Hawaiian punch.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, it's 10 calories per serving.
Huh.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I drank it so much as a kid because for whatever reason, that's the kind that Jaju bought.
Health reasons, I guess. Or maybe that's just his palate. Maybe that's a weird genetic quirk that you've shared with him.
He bought it for us. I don't know if he ever had any. He probably did. No, he liked those not seltzer sodas. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. They're like they're clear like seltzers, but they taste sweet like soda.
No. Don't know what you're talking about.
You never had them?
No.
They're at the store.
No, I need my artificial coloring.
Oh. You can't taste it if you can't see a color.
So, what about you, man? What's your worst summer vacation spot?
For whatever reason, my knee-jerk reaction to this was bringing the family to my office.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's like, yeah, this is the water cooler where I don't do my job. And this is the lunchroom where I take way too long because I don't want to do my job. And here's my desk where I don't do my job.
Okay.
And then we're sleeping on the floor in the fucking old, like, trafficked carpet, like getting awoken at like 11, between 11 and 1, where the custodian who, like, you know, doesn't want to be there either is waking you up with the broom.
This is
How do you get
weird
your
and
recycling?
twisted- I don't know how this came into the conversation, but I'm all into it. Absolutely. What are the summer activities that you are going to try to force your family to do aside from taking the tour at your office?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to do team building exercises.
Yeah, trust falls and
We have to do. We have
play
to
telephone.
draw the same picture just through descriptions.
Yeah.
I had to do that one once. It was awful.
Everybody's gonna need to bring in a PowerPoint, walk everybody
Yeah.
through a presentation.
And then we're not even gonna get to have a nice lunch. We have to like get it like delivered from Panera Bread, whose sandwiches are pretty good, but also I could have the same amount of sandwiches with meats that I like more for a sixth of the price.
Yeah. Nobody gets their order because the one person who was supposed to coordinate didn't do it in time, and so you all just get a turkey sandwich without anything on it. One person had an allergy, maybe couldn't remember, so it's all just gonna be plain turkey.
Oh God! Oh, that's awful. What a nightmare you're putting into my ears.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah.
you're the one who's summer vacationing at the office.
I thought that would be the worst place because I guess my subconscious brain was just like, summer vacation is to get out of office. Worst place would to be stay in office.
Stay in
'Cause,
office.
like-
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. I mean, I guess I approach the question as what's the worst summer vacation that people do?
Actually go to, like,
Yeah,
humans would consider.
Yeah, yeah. As opposed to you're like squatting in your office for vacation.
Well, you got to think that work's still going on. Because like not everybody takes time off at the same time.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's me and my family and my coworkers that I have the very like strained relationships with.
So this is like a dystopian office scenario where you don't get to go on vacation, but you're trying to force it. Or maybe it's a protest. Maybe you're protesting the lack of summer vacation allotment in your office by bringing your family to the office and making them do all the office things, but like with a veneer of vacation on top of it.
And
just
no,
to
but
highlight
still
the
no work is
absurdity.
being done. It's just like
Yeah.
look at all the stuff that's not getting done by me, but also not affecting everything
Yeah.
because I'm not here even though I am. Oh,
Yeah, you
God,
punch in, you punch out.
Yeah, it's like, hey, oh, Mom, that's Derek. It's not gonna be funny, but you need to laugh at his jokes, otherwise he's gonna repeat it 4 times, and I just can't do it anymore. Like I've had vivid fantasies about just flipping the desk on him. I'm not on the clock now, so like I might actually do it. You got to save me from myself.
Yeah.
As
The
opposed to
whole
just
time.
fighting with your dad on vacation like we all do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we all do that. Yeah. And so in the office, are you dressed summer, do you think?
Yeah,
To like, yeah?
yeah. Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Like
I don't think I
carrying
got no
around
shoes on.
carrying around a deflated beach ball that you can't play with because it would be too disruptive to the office.
I'm in the middle of the cubicle walkway, just spreading out on my blanket.
Yeah.
Just I
There's
got to flip over. I haven't had enough incandescent light on my back yet. I don't want to be not even.
somebody's kid who wants to be an actor when they grow up. You've trained them ahead of time to just, whenever the boss walks by, say something like, "So we don't get to go to the pool?"
Yeah,
"Oh, but Uncle Evan, I wanted to play in the sprinklers."
yeah.
"No,
The best.
sorry. Sorry, we can't because my boss won't let me have any time off."
I'm sorry that my brain works this way.
It's a, you know what? It's a picture.
I could have just said
Maybe
hell.
it's maybe a whole Disney Channel original movie.
Like,
The kids will need to find the summer fun and like convince the whole office into the importance of summer vacation.
okay, is it titled Summer Work or Work Vacation?
Business or pleasure.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. I like that. Yeah. Oh man, but like you gotta really enjoy the third act when the kids make the slip and slide down the spiral stairs.
Yep, yep. And then the boss shows up and like in a fit of anger goes like, "Clarence,
When he
my
slips,
office."
he
And then yeah.
slips and he has a good time going down. And then
Mhm.
it's like he's covered in water, big grin, and then he sees people looking at him. He's like, "Woof, woof, mom, mom."
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Perfect, perfect. Awful
Got it in
vacation.
one.
Terrible, terrible vacation. But a great, great fun idea.
I guess go anywhere but work for vacation. You're you're set.
As long as you remember to do vacation at all, it'll be okay.
And you know what else is okay? This podcast episode, because we're done. You didn't need to
Ah,
listen this far, but you did, and we appreciate it. Hope you have a nice start to your summer. If you want to stay in touch with us all summer long, all fall long, all year long, you can send us an email at
lemonanswers@gmail.com.
we will get your questions, your answers, your thoughts, your questions, your answers, your thoughts, whatever you want to send. I don't know. I'm on repeat. If you want to have a more social time with us, I guess we can hit up on the medias. The social medias at
The answer is a lemon.
the answer is a lemon. We're on all the ones that we care about, and we post every Wednesday at least. If you want to help us out, rate us well, send us to your friends. Either way, have a nice summer. Love you. Bye.